Garden Diary, February. Just a little walk around, see what's growing, as I've not been out. Let's go down this way first today. As you can see, the bottles, which I'll share with you in a separate video. So as you can see, yep, there's definitely lots going on in these, lots growing. This is definitely a good method for growing in the winter. And as you can see, I've got more over here. Again, I'll share what's growing in another video. We have had some rain now. This bath is carrots. Ooh, looks like there might be some carrots coming up already, although I have thrown more stuff on top, as you can probably tell. And then here we've got the end of the asparagus. People always ask me, what do you do with your asparagus? Nothing. This is the end of the asparagus. It dies back, it all goes to nothing, and then it will regrow itself. I don't do anything with it. I have a big bath, as you can see, and it reseeds itself. We have beautiful asparagus growing, and I've just put some grass clippings in the top. These are old peppers and chilies, but these will revive and come back again year after year. Got nothing growing in the rabbit cages for now. This one it's all from last year's stuff. I haven't done anything at all. So these are Mexican chilies. Again, these I just leave to go to seed. And beautiful big lettuce. I might have some of that today. This is Rosa lettuce, so this was from just seeds that dropped from the last one last year. There were carrots in that one last year. That's weeds now. So we'll see if there was some random seeds grew in there. My ginger, I'm not doing anything with. It is weedy, but don't touch your ginger. I mean, this is possible. This is a carrot from what I've just shown you behind. So I'll just leave that. Two more grapevines that need transplanting. Fig trees. And then again, random. This all needs weeders. So I haven't been out here, this area. This is a random tomato. It's got yellow flowers on. And a date palm that I've grown from a date that grows on my date palms, and I thought I'd just put one in the ground and see how that goes. Now, you wouldn't know it, but Mike has cut a lot of the grass. He trimmed it all back. Our land is not, although very big, it's not flat enough to have a sort of tractor type cutter, not that we could afford it anyway. So it is all trimmed. And as you can see, I've filmed the orange blossom, but in a few days the blossom has already opened. It smells wonderful, orange blossom. But as you can see, our trees are very confused because we had summer in winter. It's not quite spring yet here. We had daffodils in November in flower. Still got some closed. So yes, so basically it is still considered winter here. And this is the one I filmed. So when you've seen the closed blossom, orange blossom, it was from this tree. Look at it all. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Spring is my favourite time here. Blossom and flowers everywhere. It's just packed, absolutely jam-packed. And again, there are oranges on this tree. Oh, it just smells lovely. Yeah, here's a little one I've just seen. There are bigger ones. So they're very confused, the actual oranges. Look at it all. Absolutely packed. It's amazing, look at it all. If only these all became oranges. We shall see. So tightly budded as well. Okay, while we're here, let's have a look at the vertical growing. I filmed this a few weeks ago. Let's see if there's any changes since then. So basically parsley. I'll meet so much of that. Oh, this is a change since last time. We've got lots of Malabar spinach seeds. Now wait till they're absolutely black. These are nearly ready. And then just rub them off. They will stain you, so be aware of that. You do actually use the seeds for dye. So if you want dye for anything, grow Malabar spinach. So they will need pulling off soon. There's probably more the other side. Have a look a minute. Oh my goodness, there's loads of them here. This is mint. Yes, loads of them. So these come very fast and continue. I have seeds continually on this. This is now my new mother plant. So I'm not really using the leaves on this one. This one's to harvest the seeds more. As you can see, this is the actual one, what you've just seen. This is all linked to what I call mother plant. So I'm not interested in leaves. I pull the leaves off, creates more berries. It goes all round here, all round here, all down here, down here, down here, down here, down here, down here. So that's the mother plant. There's some more parsley here. This is a new one I've recently seeded, grew from seed. This is how they start the seeds, then they go the darker colour and then very dark. These flowers, what look like flowers, are what become the seeds. This is what becomes the seeds, and already you can see this one's trailing and it's gone through to the other side. So we'll go through the other side in a minute, see what else is there. More parsley. This is coriander, I believe. We've got another Malabar spinach here going through. Another lettuce. I harvest this now. Now I never pull up a lettuce. I just break the leaves off that I need, and it continues all season. Chives are doing well. These are brand new chives. And looks like there's some basil on the top here, still growing. So let's go and check around the other side. I hope these little walkabouts give you more idea of my land. This is a tiny area of my land that I'm showing you now. We have 5 segments, I'd like to say. So there's the house, there's the swimming pool, one of many cactus. This is the utility block for guests. Yeah, so we've got some more seeds this side, Malabar seeds. Have to harvest those a bit. So this is all from the main one. All from this main one. Goes all through here. It's all on there. You can see how it really climbs. And this is all the same one. There's the base of it. It's going down here as well. Down here. And sprouting out there. Okay, let's move on. Okay, while we're in this area, as I said, we've been cutting back a lot of the grass. You wouldn't know it. Needs doing as quick as it's done this time of year. We don't have grass most of the year in Cyprus, so for us this is, wow, green. I'm still filling up my raised beds. As you know, I've been cutting back my olive leaves male branches. I've just finished the actual leaves. I've got a few more trunks to snip back. I'm not growing anything in these at the moment. This one that's deep is where I normally grow zucchini, and I will do that again here. As you can see, this is some of the grass clippings. Rather than put them on compost, I tend to throw them straight on beds. I've got over 50, more than 50 beds and hugel beds, and it's just easier to spread everything out, the grass cuttings and leaves, straight on them. Saves a lot of work. This is the end of the peppers. The onions I divided up. I said to you, from 2 onions I've got, I think, about 10, but I have covered some of them with the grass clippings. But you can see a few of them here. So there. Need to sort out my bean poles. And we had a Coptic wind, it blew those over. They're still standing up though. This is the eggplants, or the aubergines, one of many. Oh look, and a new one. These just keep going and going and going. The only tip for these really is, oh, there's more, there's quite a lot more heads coming. My only tip for these is, if you get hot weather in the summer and the spring, I literally spray them with a hose. Oh, there's loads of heads. Spray them with a hose every morning, because the bugs like dry leaves. So if you keep them wet, then you shouldn't have bug problems. Look, there's a really big head there. Lots of heads. So this is going to be doing good. Yeah, lots of heads everywhere, I can see. Rocket, I've let go to seed. These have quite pretty flowers on the rocket. That's a rocket head, flower head, and the seeds will come from this. Lots of heads on there. That's my old rocket. This is what I'm now calling my forage bed. As you can see, I've been filling this up as well. This is where I planted out basil that I was already growing, so it's got a big area it can drop its seeds. And this will be random, any odd, as you can see, I throw stuff in here, any random, where I chop up a tomato, anything like that, rather than fussing around keeping the seeds, I'll just throw them straight in here. Lots of chard coming up. There was a tomato plant, there it is, I see it. I did see a random tomato. So this is, I've just cut tomato up, thrown the remnants in, and look, we have a tomato plant coming with tomato. Okay, while we're up here, you can see the ash from the fire. I just put here, it stops cooch or weed around the edge of the bed. So that's what I do with my ash. And do be sure what you're burning if you're going to use ash in your garden. This is ash from tree wood, not ash from coal. And that just stops anything coming up there. This is Project Landscape on a hold. I'm really hoping I will get some volunteers this year and they can do that for me. I have done a video about that if you don't know what's going on with that. Look how tall my artichokes are. This is from the back of them. There's loads more over there. And I'm pretty sure if I went rummaging, I would find heads starting to grow on those. So again, you get perspective of where I am now. That's the utility block at the back there with the sink. So I hope you follow where I am a little bit more. And the house is there. So this is the tyres. Haven't touched these at all, apart from throwing a few cuttings on top. So everything you see here is last year's end of. I'll snip all these back. drop the pods in, snip it all down quite low, and it will regrow again. Once you plant chilies or peppers, you never need to plant them again. Tomatoes, again, if you leave some and let them drop, they will grow back again. Got another orange tree here, and I can see an orange. Someone told me I won't get oranges on my tree the way I grow my oranges. But I do get oranges there, and they're jolly delicious too. Very sweet, very juicy. That's a small one. There are more there. Yes, I don't graft, I just grow. I've got, as I say, confused tree. There's lots of oranges up the top there. Lots and lots everywhere, but all different sizes. They're all a bit random at the moment. There's those. Let's look at the lemon tree while we're here. Are you keeping up with me where I am? So lemon tree grows most of the year. We only have one tiny segment of the year where it revives itself. Lots of big lemons. You can't give lemons away in Cyprus because just about everyone has them. Although I do have one friend that does like to have some lemons. Okay, turning you round. Where shall we go now? The garden's too big to do as one video, hence why I jump around a little bit for these garden tours. Oh, I must show you. Oh, well, let's look at the compost first, seeing as we're here, and then something I must show you. I'm very pleased with. So we're going back down towards the vertical garden. And these sunbeds are here just for now, because it's a season where we get long grass, is to mark out where holes are, because so I've planted a tiny olive tree here. The sunbeds here just so Mike knows where the holes are, in case you're wondering why I've got random sunbeds. And this one because there was a tree here. If he's walking and not really looking, he'll walk into it. So compost, this is a job I'm slowly doing. Now my compost area isn't this big really. It's normally just this. And I put behind here normally the great big stuff that I don't cut things up for compost. I just throw it in, let it compost naturally. So the back here is normally great big stuff. And then at the front I put more compostable stuff normally here and here. So I'm sorting it all out at the moment because, as I've said to you, I want to put compostable stuff straight on the beds now. So a lot of this can go straight on that raised bed that I want to fill. So I'm actually pulling all this out now, hence why it's all open, the area, and pull this out. Anything that's still a bit big or new stuff that I'm just starting to compost, I've put here for now, but that will all go back here when that's empty. And any what I call grassy, strawy type stuff, as I'm sorting out and putting here, because that's best on the top. So I'll be doing that. On my left we have project that's nearly finished, so Mike will be sharing that in his video. On my left, in case you keep thinking it's my house and it's not, this is one of our accommodations where you can come and stay. So it gives you an idea how secluded you'll be from us, because our house is there. And I'll be sharing an update on these accommodations in the future. And the chili pepper that keeps giving. These are quite hot, these are quite long. These are lovely, and this is one plant in this cat food bag. One plant in there, and then that one's a pepper at the end, and that's a pepper at its end. It's still going, still giving something. And again, tomato plants just doing themselves. I haven't put any in there. And a nice parsley, that's huge, that one, that's going and going. So it's doing really well. And coming up to what I wanted to really show you, I put some basil here. I've got 2 in here now. And the yellow flowers that only come out once a year. Really big heads. I'll put my hand there so you can see how big these heads are. So it shows you how big. These are massive, massive heads. So this is the upper olive grove we're at now. And what I really wanted to show you, I've been chopping some wood. You can see there or not, the sun's coming up now. Started filming early in the morning. Yes, I've been chopping up some more wood there. We've got tons of wood all over the garden, piles everywhere. There's some wood I've been chopping. This wood is what I've been breaking up the olive tree pile, where I've been getting all the leaves from. This is all usable but not cut, but we won't bother with that now. We won't need any fires now. That's another big pile. But what I wanted to show you is this. You can see from the earth how much I've done. This was all the big branches and great big bits of olive tree and all the leaves I was raking underneath. It's done. This area is completely done. Look at that. So this fig tree that was in the middle of the pile just sticking out is revived. This stump's going. Look how much I've done. And it was all up the fence, up the ridge. Done. And then that is the way down to the lower olive grove, but maybe we'll pick that up in the next video.